Welcome back to Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart readings. We're going to get into the air signs mid-month to end of the month into May for your just general reading. See what comes up. A little delayed here. I've had a sick newborn, and I've tried to upload Air and Earth like 5 or 6 times, y'all, and it's just been deleted or something's happened. So here I am again. I already have everything pre-laid out, pre-shuffled. I did go ahead and shuffle again from those times because maybe there was some other messages that needed to come through. So we have it all fresh for you. We're going to do Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and we have the Ghetto Tarot, also called the Haitian Tarot. We have the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards here. I'm holding it because it's charging, so hopefully it doesn't get too shaky. All right, so starting off, your subconscious energies. We have the Four of Cups. So, but it's reversed, and we also have subconscious energies of rejection here, and I'm also seeing the Lovers reversed under, and forgiveness following. So there's definitely a collective feeling for air signs that there might have been a proposal you put forth that was rejected, and now there is, having to deal with that, how that feels, and feeling like, man, why doesn't this person get that I think we should be together, that we're meant to be together, that there's supposed to be a connection here. Now, some of you guys, it's the other way around. You have rejected an offer, a proposal to be with somebody. You've been caught between multiple partners, and now you might be feeling like, man, did I miss an opportunity? Because now I don't know what my future looks like, and I'm not sure if I made the right decision. So there's like three here, and none of them chosen, right? And like, oh, do I still have an opportunity, or did I have to pick from one of those? Am I missing out on something? If I say no to these three, will I have any other opportunities? So the need for some of you to have a little self-forgiveness there and not beat yourself up too much. And some of you having to forgive if a person is just not choosing to move forward on a contract, a soul contract, if that's what you feel like it is, and they are, just implementing free will. There might need to be some kind of forgiveness and in order to move on in that situation. All right, so getting into Libra. Page of Cups reverse. So again, we have the same thing echoing here. This could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, strong Pisces energy. You could be at odds with a water sign right now and feel like there's either misconnections or some bad communication, or even, transactions, paperwork, messages. There could even be someone who blocked you. Either you blocked a water sign or they blocked you. I feel like because the pages here says that there might still be some kind of spying on each other's social media or in the workplace, kind of peeking over each other's cubicles kind of energy, but it's not, fluid. It's not in a healthy state. Some of you can also have a child that has maybe Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio on their chart who's a little under the weather, or might need some particular attention moving through this time. They might become very, very sensitive. We do have Scorpio full moon hidden up on Monday, yes, the 29th and 30th, depending on what part of the world you live in. So take care extra with water sign children. We have the Three of Wands here, so there's travel, some exchange back and forth. For some of you, this is the shuffle back and forth of, I keep wanting to say paternity, but of, what's it called? Sharing custody with children, them moving back and forth, and that's not something that they're really liking at this time. This is also the energy of having some maybe jet lag or being tired, but Three of Wands is travel. So some of you might have heard some bad news about a trip you were planning or wanting to move forward in some way and have more freedom, and you're just not able to, and you're not feeling emotionally happy and confident with that. For those of you who had a really good friend that's a water sign and you've had a bit of a falling out or there's some distance that's there, I feel like that's okay. You might be worrying about that and, feeling like if you lost out, on that friendship, and I feel like it's not going anywhere. That's okay. And the Six of Pentacles. So, yes, some of you, this is about alimony or child support, particularly. And I feel like in the end, you will get what you need. Everything will be balanced. Those of you, again, who have had the falling out with the water sign friend, it'll come back around. And I do see the funds gearing up for travel. So, some of you have just been really disappointed. Like maybe you couldn't get the dates off you needed, or you just couldn't go to the place that you wanted to travel, or whatever that advancement, that freedom that you've been really looking for. It wasn't really connecting. It could have been a third party interrupting and causing issues within the family, or a child getting sick, or even having a bad behavior I'm seeing, and you're looking at, should I transfer schools? What should that look like? I forgot I can move it since I'm not. And I feel like here everything's going to work out fine, and that you're going to be able to take control of a situation. It is going to take you being a lot more fiery and active and more forward putting. Aries could be dominant in the situation. You could also have a Taurus or Earth sign involved in the situation. But I feel like you will be able to have a good head on your shoulders. I think you will get good advice from people of those signs, Earth signs, and people that are very fiery, help you to kind of get your ducks in a row and demand what you want and expect others to hold to it. I see legalities and anything official, financial going in your favor. All right, so let's look at your chakra wisdom recovery. So that's what that is right there. You know, having those emotional disappointments, having, you know, feeling very emotional and sensitive and dreamy, and just wanting to be able to be innocent and free in your life and create, Libra. And then, you know, being suffering because of that, and having others who are kind of blocking that from you, or making you have to be harsher or more on guard than you want. And so this is saying recovery, you being able to, those of you with financial issues, this really reminds me of the Hierophant, and with family issues, and dealing with institutions or courts or things. I feel like you will have some downtime where you can just have a break and have a breather. Again, the mediation, when you know, for those of you who, you know, it's a good person that you're having a falling out with, it's not anybody that is toxic, I feel like there will be recovery between that. Some of you will want to do a road opener working. If you are doing spell work, that will really help you a lot, whether it's financial, whether it's family issues. We have the key there. So a blockbuster or a road opener could be very good for you at this time. All right, moving on to Aquarius. The Hermit, so Virgo energy, very prominent, but this could also be a water or air sign who is acting very hermetic, I guess, at this time. You know, this is a time of you really wanting to pull away and, well, kind of that side of Aquarius, pull away, have your own opinion about things. You're putting on the airs that you're open to other people's opinions and ideas, but really you got it handled, and you know, you could be weaponized at any time with that 2x4. So I feel like this is a time it's okay for you to pull away. You might have a lot demanded of you and on your plate, and you're trying to stay present to the outside world, but it's looking like you do need to have that alone time and space. And here's why. Three of Swords. So we have a lot of recovery that's going on for Aquarians right now. There could be some of you dealing with anxiety, mental illness, something of that sort. You know, even some of you, it's like extreme asthma or bronchitis or something of that, something of the lungs. And some of you, it's just the social energy. It's just literally having like sensory overload and needing to have your own brain space and mind space and to figure out how you feel. Some of you have become very, very burdened by the things that you see happening in the world, and it's really taking time. Like, this is the time where it's okay to, you know, not necessarily shut off caring about those things, but to pull away from that active bombardment of it and give yourself a little recoup, even if it's for the weekend, you know, whatever it is, so that you can gain your own wisdom and insight, see what it is that you can actually do and implement. It's like you need to pull back and remember your own strengths, remember your own heart about things, and give yourself time to heal. Now, obviously, for some of you in a love sense, this is very much a broken up relationship that does look very very broken at this time. I'm seeing the devil reversed though. So there is the chance for some of you to go back into this relationship, but it does look very toxic. And I feel like the reason you guys are pulling away and trying to find the wisdom is because you know that this is not a relationship that should be gone back to. So if you've been wondering about that, have the courage to say no and to allow yourself to kind of level up vibration wise into the next relationship, even though it really, really hurts at this time. I think it's okay, Aquarians. I know you don't like to feel those ugly emotions and feelings, but it's okay to process it right now and see what that means to you and allow yourself to feel it so that you can truly break from that toxic relationship. So whatever doors have been slammed in your face, for some of you, this is even with career. I am seeing Libra, Aries, Gemini. I'm seeing Capricorn and Virgo. Could be another earth sign as well. But so whatever is being slammed, there could be some career stuff that just did not happen. And you're very upset because you're like, I should have had that position, and they just hired somebody else or whatever it is. I feel like there was definitely a big reason why. And I almost feel like it was your own spirit, like your own energy was closing that door for you because it's not what you really wanted. Your chakra wisdom oracle card is impasse. So it's okay to pause. It's okay to let yourself, it might feel like, oh, I'm not being active. I'm not moving forward. I'm not doing anything. But you do need this time to stop, evaluate. Do you want to burn these bridges? Are they bridges to keep? What path do you want to take? You're really at a crossroads. So for you, if you're doing workings or meditation, I would really do clarity ones for you to see your past clearly and really recognize what opportunities you have ahead of you before rushing into anything. Okay, baby's week. So for those of you who chose Gemini, right quick, for those of you who are Aquarians, if you're dealing with a Capricorn or a Virgo or even a Libra, I feel like, I don't know, some of you, your ex might have tried to put some work on you at some point, or just really have a very good kind of evil eye, toxic hold kind of energy. So I would really cleanse yourself of it, and I definitely would not get back with this ex. It's not looking good, all right? So that's that tidbit. All right, Gemini. Let's see what you got here. The Knight of Machetes. This is the Knight of Swords. So this, I'm immediately getting trolling. I'm getting even hate speech, confusion, being the negative side of the fool energy, the trickster energy, just very toxic communication, trying to shut someone down. Yeah, so some of you, if this is you, since this is the card Gemini, y'all need to can that shit. If you're going around kind of venting your angers and pains on social media in a negative way and trying to cause division and hateful kind of behaviors, this could definitely be hate speech. This is being called out on it, all right? This is also that you could be dealing with someone like that, and so look out for that. And maybe pick your battles here at the end of the month. The moon going into Scorpio, people aren't playing. They're going for the psychological jugular. So really watch out for that. And, maybe just don't go there and do that extra slice and dice. Now, some of you are really feeling muddled in the mind and really feeling lacking clarity. You have a powerful mind, you're smart, that you can manifest what you want and have your vision, but it's not clicking, and you're really dealing with self-doubt, a negative self-communication maybe. And so this is encouraging you. It's saying that, kind of flagging it, okay, what's going on, but it's a big deal right now. And getting control of that is really a big part of getting control of the function of your day. And if you are needing to have some counseling, or if you are having some of you, I feel are in verbally abusive relationships, and it's time to allow yourself to have that healed and taken care of. And if it's a temporary thing where you and your spouse have just been popping off on each other, doing what you need to do to communicate that, not letting your third chakra, your voice, be shut down, going to counseling if you need it. If it's something that's perpetual and it is an abusive partner, really looking at putting an end to that. But this is really a big time that it's saying really watch abusive communication from yourself or others and don't tolerate it. All right, yeah. Yep. So this is just backing up the Seven of Swords reversed. And I feel like you guys are tired of it because this is some real shady stuff, and it's getting more subversive. It's getting harder to call people out on it. This is where you're like, I don't know. And then you get to the point that you're like, well, maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe they weren't being mean. Maybe they weren't lying. Maybe they weren't calling me out. My candle's dripping down here on that. Put a coaster and it's dripping off. So maybe it's all just in my mind, and kind of this is like you letting your imagination run away with you. This can definitely be you getting obsessed and spying and hacking, and this could definitely be you wanting to hack into somebody's stuff. This could be, someone looking into your stuff. So I really check your privacy settings at this time, and make sure you don't just like leave your phone open, things of that nature. Wipe off your fingerprints because that could be coming up. But I would say to double check, triple check your intuition before you accuse someone of something, because right now it's a little bit convoluted and your mind's it is running away with you a bit. So, but there are shady people around you. That's the thing. So it's like, that's why you have to get that clarity first. All right, and there we go, the Nine of Swords. So Gemini, this is a lot for your mind. You guys might be like, what is going on? Mercury is not even in retrograde anymore, but it's still in its shadow period for a while. And it's just a lot for you this end of the month here. So this is insomnia, it could be anxiety, paranoia. So really needing to get a place where you feel, I always say, do whatever you have to do to make sure you are having a peace of mind, whether that is like, like I need to work from home this week, like I can't handle all that noise in the call center, whether that is, I need to, drink some valerian root or take some melatonin to go to sleep, whatever it is, it's like you have to shut off the negative in your mind, the extra just noise and static that's getting in there. This is also saying to really try not to hold in, all of this negativity. If you have someone who trolls you, if you have somebody who you find out was gossiping and throwing shade at you, not holding it there and just stacking it up. And it's kind of like, oh, there's one more proof about how horrible I am, about how worthless I am. And that's not the truth. These are things that, it's kind of like the fears when we're a child, not the ones that are legit, kids seeing ghosts and things, but when as a kid, you knew there wasn't anything there, but you just freak yourself out anyways. So, and it's kind of the same. It's like, yes, that there's real harm, there's real hurt out there, but at the same time, there's people who are just fronting and lying and messy and horrible, and they just want to scald you if they can, and to not let them get into your head. Like, that's your personal space, Gemini, and nobody else should be there but yourself. Okay. All right, so let's look at your oracle card. We have passion. There we go. So here's a positive redirect of what to focus on, and it's here too. She still has her mind, even though her body has gone. That power of the mind, and to refeed it with something, to bring it alive again, to come outside that wall that you're in, that prison that's there. What is your passion, Gemini? What are you excited about? What makes you, come alive, as they say? And this is your sacral chakra. What are your desires that don't have to do with another person? I feel like this isn't about a relationship. This isn't about, even a particular specific job. It's about in general, like, what are you wanting to feel and achieve and accomplish? Are you wanting to create? What story are you writing? So that is the focus, and the advice is to really go back to your passion, and that will help you through. Okay. And don't worry about what people are going to say about that. They can't do anything to touch, if you're coming from that place, there's no amount of shade or negativity of others that can affect that. All right. Unless you let them. So that is the air sign reading. Please subscribe, drop a comment, let me know if it resonated or not, what happened, what's going on, who's doing what, boo, and I will talk to you soon.